NPCs chatter. This is for when I have random things I want to talk about, or I don't have a category for it yet. I'll just talk about it here. There are not really any spoilers for the story, but there are some gameplay mechanics and a section of the game that there are going to be clips from. So if you want to go into Hellblade blind, now's the time to back out. Can we talk for a moment about how Hellblade gave me the feeling of being blind? And I guess it's partially blind because you can kind of see, but there's a whole section of the game that makes you rely on your hearing and try to hear things like wind chimes or the river to find your way outside. So you're in this area and they really limit how much you can see, and it gave me the feeling of like being partially blind. You can barely make outlines of things, walls, and then you get told there's a monster over there. So not only can I barely see my surroundings, I get told I have a monster in the house with me, and I'm trying to listen for them. I'm trying to feel my way around the walls, and it was one of the most terrifying areas in this game. And there are areas that you really had to rely on the audio to give you cues on where to go. Sometimes it was wind chimes that you thought could lead you out, or the sound of river, or the sound of a fire. Like, you had to really listen to figure out how to get out of here without running into the monster, because when you heard him, you needed to back away from him. And then you get out of the house and there are these little fire pits, and you can see them like glowing in the distance, and you have to get from one to the other, but then you can see that there are monsters around, and you have to be careful to kind of avoid them and watch out for them. I play a lot of horror games, but I couldn't think of any other game that left me feeling so blind. And sometimes it's more terrifying not being able to see the monster clearly.
There's more of them. I think they're moving.
You're breathing too fast.
I'm scared.
Listen to the sound of your breath. In and out. In and out.
So yeah, definitely one of my favorite creepy moments of Hellblade is wandering around feeling so blind and vulnerable. And then you see a door and you think, hey, I'm almost getting out of this place. I'm going to play the door clip so you can listen to the wind chimes, because it's an example of how audio guides you.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
And then you see the light, and you think, oh yes, I can get out of this place. I'll be able to see again, I hope. And then as you walk closer towards the lights, you realize that all around you are these hanging corpses, and that you still have to avoid the monsters in here. And seriously, this is definitely somewhere on my top scary moments in video games. So that's how I feel. Hellblade made me feel blind, and it was a very unique experience. Thanks for watching. Maybe you'll watch more. Maybe the video on the left. Maybe the video on the right. If you're on a mobile device and you don't see any options in the hands, it's in the description.